Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon.
Sorry, I was looking at something else.
That's okay. Give me 1 minute. You can say hi to each other or grab your coffee. Hello, Nina. Hello, Praveen. Hello, Sangeeta.
She hasn't got a sound.
Yeah.
Let me unmute you, Nina. Unmute. Hello, Nina.
Hi. Hi.
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Just 1 minute and we'll get started. I just need to grab the documents. If you can as well, if you can have in front of you the template. If not, no problem. Just grab a piece of paper and a pen.
Okay.
Because we're going to do some work. Let me just upload, find the document.
Hi, Nina.
Hi. Hi.
I'm Sangeeta. I guess, yeah, it's visible on my Zoom.
It is, yeah, nice to meet you. Is mine? Does mine come up?
Yes, yeah. It
Just say Nina, yes. And actually, if I can recommend to all of you small business owners to maybe add your business name next to your name.
I was just thinking that I should rename also because, you know, I don't want to give my full name out in some situations.
Absolutely. I've got the document.
The other day I was on a Zoom call with, you know, it was a public one and I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe that's not a good idea.
So yes, if you have managed to put your name down as Nina or Sangeeta, so you go back exactly in the settings and you can add your business name as your surname, for example. I did that with mine, Ariane, first name, and then my surname, I've added my business name to it, next to it.
So is there settings on this? Can I see settings on this gallery view or?
No, what you need to do, Nina, you need to go to zoom.us
right.
on the browser.
And then the settings on there,
in the settings in there, and it's in the pretty much regular, not standard settings. Yeah. Sangeeta, are you still with us? Oh, look at you! Ooh, nice. Very nice, Sangeeta. I'm soon to get my virtual background as well. We've got Vivian joining us as well. Where has Praveen gone to get his sheet of paper? Hello, Vivian.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me play with my brightness.
Looking very businessy today with your glasses on, Vivian.
Yeah, just in case.
Yes, I was telling Sangeeta, Nina, and Praveen, if you have your documents with you, if you want to grab it, or no problem, you can just grab a piece of paper with a pen. We're going to do some work over the next 20 minutes or so. Fabulous. What's happened to Caris? Is she joining us?
Oh, don't know.
Let me see. Yes, she should be joining us shortly. Let me message. We are ready. Caris. So yes, let me introduce you all to each other. So we have the lovely Sangeeta. Sangeeta, say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Please introduce your lovely business. Passion.
Visual artist. I also run art workshops. If you'd like to join my next free art workshop, then drop me a line with your email address and I will send you the information.
I've been to her workshop. It's really fun. I've been to the Saturday, Saturday at 2 o'clock. If you drink wine, it's a great opportunity to have a glass of wine with you as you do art. So pretty good. I recommend it. I attend those. We have Praveen with us. Thank you for joining us, Praveen.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself, your business, and your passion?
Oh, sure. I'm an intuitive healer. So I actually practice tarot readings at the moment, online healing. But my main focus is Qigong classes. I know there's a couple of lovely people that I train with. So just so you're aware, I know some of you know that Qigong is their breath exercises that help you to tone up, but they also help you to really cleanse your system from the inside out, a little bit like yoga. I like to describe it as the Oriental version of yoga, and that's it. So I practice those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the classes, and Sunday. Thank you.
And I go Fridays. I attend his Friday
Yeah, and Ariane goes Fridays, and Nina goes several days, Wednesday, I think, mainly.
No, Fridays and sometimes
Friday and Sunday. Friday and Sunday.
Family Sunday.
Praveen,
So what's that, sweetheart?
could you share the link for that?
Yeah, we'll do. Come and try a class, and then maybe a testimonial.
So I'll just ask you just one favor. Oh, Carrie's just joining us. I'll just ask you one favor. Do not share the links on the messenger, because I'm keeping it clear just for Tuesday and Friday, strict communication. I don't want ping pong. You can share this on the limitless small business group. I will share the link. Feel free to share your links there in the conversation. That's absolutely fine. Let me add Caris. And we have Nina joining us for the first time today. Hello, Nina. Do you want to briefly introduce yourself, what you do, your passion, your business?
Okay, I'm Nina Colvin from Mindfully You. My passion is my business now, actually, I'm lucky to say. I am an accredited mindfulness teacher, and so I teach one-to-ones and small groups online now, on Zoom mainly. And it's really about sort of helping you to keep calm, keep grounded in this difficult time, and finding your inner calm, breathing techniques, sort of mindful, being aware of your senses, opening up to your senses, the smells, the colours, and just learning to let go of our busy, crazy minds at the moment. So yeah, so email me for sort of further details, but like everyone else, there is just either some free and some just small charges of my sessions.
Brilliant. I will share the links in the group. I'll collect them all actually from you, and I'll share them. Please do. You've got my contact details, and I will share them all. Sorry, I get so excited. Vivian, welcome back, Vivian.
Thank you.
Briefly introduce yourself and your passion, your business.
Yeah, it's therapy, helping people overcome depression and anxiety without medication. So my ideal person, either they want to come off it, or they just don't want to have healthy mental health without medication. So whatever it is.
And that's a very hot topic at the moment. So
yeah,
well done you, Vivian. Yes. Thank you, Vivian. Moving on to Caris. Welcome back, Caris. Lovely to see you.
Hey, thank you. I'm so sorry I was a little bit late.
Don't worry, we were expecting you, so we knew you were coming.
Oh, lovely.
Caris, do you want to very briefly, I'm just conscious of the time, introduce yourself, your passion and your business?
Yes, I trained for 7 years as a complementary health practitioner. I'm also a marketing and PR consultant, so right now I'm at university. Well, sort of, I am at university, though we're not going to university at the moment. We're going to have Zoom classes starting in a couple of weeks. I'm studying professional digital marketing, and what I'm doing is launching a brand online called Detox Cuisine Queen. And I've recovered once from chronic fatigue completely and utterly, only to then have a couple of traumatic events take place in my life and go down with fibromyalgia. So I'm now in the process of reversing that in a holistic way, cleansing the mind, body and spirit. And the strapline to Detox Cuisine Queen, my brand, is energize and revitalize.
Oh, nice. I'm loving it. Loving it. Nice one.
Thank you.
So I'm going to mute everyone until I have questions or until you have questions to ask. I'm just conscious of the time. We've got 20 minutes together. We're going to revisit what we covered last week, and we're actually going to do some work. I'm going to allow you to ask any questions, but we're really going to take this time to move forward with the task. So whenever you have a question, please raise your hand and I will unmute you. Let me mute everyone for now. And please smile because you're all on camera. Okay, let me mute everyone. Okay, so let me see if can I just make sure if you can give me a thumb up that you all have this document in your mailbox somewhere. If you've received it, yes, thank you, Praveen, Nina, Karis, Vivian, you've received it by email. Sangeeta, have you received the email? Are you looking for it, Sangeeta? Okay, so I'm going to go back to step 1 and I'm going to share it on screen. So don't worry, Sangeeta. Let me do the techie bit here. Fingers crossed it works. So let's share the screen and let's share the documents. Yes, it's working. Fabuloso. Okay, so the session last week was all about reviews and testimonials. And the reason we are focusing on this particular group task is because it's a very quick, effective way to sell your small business without selling. So I put this group task together in 4 simple steps. So if you remember last week, we had step 1, making a list. I'm going to come back to it. Step 2, preparing a message that you're going to send to the people that you're going to ask a review from. Step 3 was giving them the handles or the addresses where you would like them to share their testimonials and reviews. And step 4, which is also very important, is sharing those reviews as you're going to repurpose those testimonials reviews as social media posts, either onto your business social media feed or also onto your personal feed, because very often we are small businesses and our personal profiles are very entangled. They're quite mixed. So let me start back from the beginning. So we have step 1, making a list of all the people, the clients, the students, your connections that might have come across your services. You might have helped them in some way. So if you're a startup business, if you are just starting, it might just be people that have tried your services. I just lost my screen. Tried your services before, or if you already have started delivering your services, it might be clients that have experienced your services, or people maybe who have attended your workshops. If you have shared maybe some tips online as well, you could ask the person that welcomed you on that platform for a review. All those are different ways to collect feedback. So first thing I would like you to do in the next few minutes is make a list of who you could ask for a review or testimonials. So if you have a question about this, if you can raise your hand, please. Otherwise, I'll just be quiet for the next 5 minutes. Yes, Sangeeta?
So are we just redoing the whole thing again?
Yes, we are actually working on it, because the reason I did speak to a couple of participants following the task, and everything needs to be done clearly on paper. Otherwise it gets very messy. So let's have it all down on paper, and it's easier to follow up. Yes, Praveen?
There, can you hear me? Oh yeah, I just wanted to say I really appreciate the hand holding. I find that a bit easier, because I was although I wasn't struggling with this bit, it's more just getting the my Facebook page ready so that it actually, all of this had somewhere to go. Otherwise the reviews couldn't go anywhere, because it's
Yes.
like a dominoes thing, isn't it? It's like a chain, so that all the links have to be kind of connected.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
So make a list of who you could ask. Again, putting it down on paper is very important, not just in the head. So you can follow up where you leave things and pick them back up during the week. Remember, you can ask each other. If you have experienced each other's services, please do ask each other here from the group. Two more minutes. Okay, give me a thumb up if you have at least 5 names on your list. At least 5 names on your list. So we have a yes from Sangeeta, Praveen. Vivian, did you say yes? 5 names? Karis and Nina, excellent. So I'm going to let you carry on thinking of 5 more. So right now, you should have at least some of you, if you have experienced each other's services. In my case, for example, Praveen, Sangeeta, Vivian, we have experienced each other's services, and it could be giving a free initial consultation. If you haven't delivered paid services, that's absolutely fine. It could be something that you are offering directly. It could be even a friend or a family member. You could offer them to experience a 30 minutes free initial consultation of your services, or taster of your services. So it could be a class, a taster, it could be a group workshop taster, it could be an initial consultation. So don't be shy to ask. It's always very good to be straightforward and explain you're currently putting all the information of your business together. you're collecting feedback and reviews. You would love it if you could get their help. I've given an example of a message. That's step number 2 that we're moving on to. So I've given an example of message that you could send the people that you're approaching to ask them for a review. So I've taken the example of our group here, CCJM Business Group Task, and I have sent those out. Sangeeta, Praveen, Vivian, you have experienced my email. So one thing I have to say for this task, please keep it personal. So what you don't want to do is, what you really want to do is try to make it personal, the message. So try to adapt your request message to the tone of the person you're speaking to. Also try to find out where the person is communicating the best. Are they mostly on communicating by email or by messenger, just to speed up the communication? Sometimes you might have to send the request to different platforms just to make sure they get your message, but you'll get to figure out and know this as you know them a little bit better. If you have a quick read, you probably have had already a read last week about the message. Did you get a chance to start working on your own message? Let me unmute anyone. Have you started working on your message? Yes, Vivian?
Yeah, I did start working on it, but it felt so cheesy, writing about myself.
So just a reminder, what I have done is I've created a message that would help the people you're asking for reviews. As we mentioned last week, everyone is ever so busy, and sometimes it's more of a hassle than anything else to have to write a review for someone. So make their life easy and prepare a template message, and do tell them this is just a suggestion, an example. And yes, it might feel cheesy, but that's okay. You're selling yourself here. Praveen?
I just wanted to ask you, because what was very helpful was because obviously I got to see it from the other end because you sent your one, but you put a link in so it goes straight to where the review goes, didn't you? So yes. that's my mind is worrying as to how to put that together.
So we're taking one thing at a time. Right. As long as you do step 1, step 2, step 3, okay, you'll be good, Praveen. So okay, don't get overwhelmed. Just one thing at a time. Gotcha. So has anyone else had a try at writing that cheesy message? Yes, Caris and Nina. Caris, I'll start with you.
Hi. Well, what I actually did was I approached 3 people I know well who actually need my help, and I said, how about we do a program together, and I won't charge you at all, but at the end give me a testimonial, and they're really excited. So they started yesterday with their food diaries, and yeah, so that's those 3, and then I've got, so as a complementary health practitioner, I've got some fantastic testimonials from the past that I had permission to use. So I thought I'd use those as well. What I need though really is some women, because my segment that I want to target is women around my age who are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, who need to energize, revitalize. And what I've got is 3 men, which is not really the object of the exercise, but I've made a note to myself here. I need to ask 3 women as well, who I think would benefit from my coaching.
Yeah, Karis, do you want to use me as a test case? Because I've had fatigue and I've healed myself with food, but I still get fatigue sometimes. So
Oh yeah, great. Who am I talking to?
Vivian.
Let me scroll down. I want to be able to see you. Ah, hi, Vivian. Oh dear, hang on. Oops.
I know when there's a
Vivian
there, you can't see everyone's faces.
Oh, no, I can't see everybody. Yeah, no, Vivian, that's great. Yes, please.
We'll have a chat later.
Yeah, I just need your number, or I see you on
the group on the
Messenger.
Yes. Well done. Well done, Karis. Excellent.
Thanks.
There is a button you can click at the top that lets you see all the faces.
Yes.
Oh, there you all are. Great. Thanks, Prav.
Nina, you were wanting to say something?
Yes. So I've got a slightly different situation in that when I run a course for people or a workshop, I ask them then to give me they sort of do a feedback form. So I've got quite a few testimonials from those, but I've done nothing with them. They're in my drawer. Yeah.
You're not the first one and you're not the last one, Nina. It happens to everyone. So
there's some nice testimonials. So I thought, can I, because I've seen on Facebook, sometimes people they'll say something like, oh, I've had a nice testimonial from my client. And then so they themselves write the copy and paste.
So this is step 4. So you're ahead of us.
Oh, right. But what I was going to ask you before that, so if I've got testimonials, do I need to go back to my clients and say, can I use this?
So I did mention this last week, but let me explain. It really depends where you want to park your reviews. So if you're going to use, for example, Facebook page as your main audience reach, then Facebook reviews would be the best for you to start populating. Therefore, I would get back in touch with the people who have attended your workshop by email, or if you can locate them on Facebook, and explain to them that you are currently updating your business Facebook page, if they wouldn't mind to repost their reviews on your Facebook page. And again, make it easy for them. So you're going to type up what they had written, send it to them, and attach the link of your Facebook page. So you can do that by going on Facebook, and you go at the top of the browser, you copy and paste the link. So you send them the whole message explaining what you're doing, copying and pasting or retyping their review, and sending them the link of where you would like them to share the review. So you have to make it easy for them, or they won't do it.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
As Praveen mentioned earlier, the easier, the better. The more successful you are likely to be. I'm conscious of the time. We're reaching to the 30 minutes, but what I wanted to show you is going back to where you want to post your reviews. So you've prepared the list of the people that you would like to ask a review from or testimonial from, or you've got a list of people who have already left reviews and you're going to contact them back. Step 2, you've prepared the little message asking them what you want from them and copy pasting the review or an example of testimonial you would like them to share. Because remember, you know exactly what you would like them to say about your services. I know it sounds a bit strange to say, but you know what sort of services you deliver, and sometimes people don't quite know what to write. So you help them, you draft, and you tell them feel free to use that sort of review. The third phase is where would you like them to park, send the review. This is what we mentioned earlier, sending them one link, 2 links, or more than 2 or 3. Now, just be careful. It might overwhelm people if you send more than 1 or 2 links of where you would like them to copy and paste their review. So you need to know who you're speaking to. If they're quite tech savvy, for example, if you were to send me, hi Ariane, can you please leave a review on my class that you've attended? Maybe something like this, although for me, I'm quite happy to write one up. It's no problem. Could you share it on my Facebook page and you send the link, my Google business, and I've shared how to set up your Google business. There's a little video that I've shared. It's very simple to do. I'm happy to share it again. And also Trustpilot is very useful because it can be linked into your website or your future website. Trustpilot is comes very highly recommended. It's used by large corporations to collect testimonials. Google is very important in terms of ratings, so you'll come up very quickly and higher up on the Google search. This is why Google, if you were targeting more local, which is not the case at the moment because we're mainly online, if you were targeting more local people, but maybe, for example, Sangeeta's case, if you're targeting more local people, Google would be very important for you. So it really depends who you're targeting and how you are hoping to target them. If your main targets are potential customers on Facebook, then Facebook is your number one. If you already have a website and you would like to link in reviews, Trustpilot would be a good one because you can very easily automatically link all your Trustpilot reviews automatically to your website. And Trustpilot has a free version. You don't need to pay for it. It has some limitations, but the basic of Trustpilot is free. So again, coming back to what you're going to send your clients or your students or for reviews, you're sending them what you would like them to do. So what you're asking them. You're sending them an example of testimonial. You're telling them where you would like to leave that testimonial. You're resharing the testimonial. If it's been a while, remember to copy and paste what they had left as a testimonial. And as you said, Nina, the last step to do is to use the testimonials that you are collecting, not only on your platforms, but you can also share them as social media posts on their own. And this is exactly what you were mentioning earlier, Nina. So I've shared an example here. And it doesn't have to be just a testimonial. It could be a conversation you had after a class. I'm thinking Sangeeta, Praveen, because you run groups. I know you run groups that I know of, and very often you have students commenting at the end of the class saying how great the session was, etc. You can very easily also share those things as posts on their own. Obviously, make sure that you delete the names and the picture for privacy purpose, unless you ask them if they're happy for you to share with their name and their picture. So you can repurpose the testimonials and reviews or good comments that you have received on your social media platforms. So I just shared an example here. So you can share this on your Facebook profile, but you can also share this on your personal profile. As I mentioned earlier, not everyone in your circles know all that you do. They might know you on a social side, but they might not know you on a professional side. And suddenly, when you share one of your client testimonials or a conversation approved by the person, it's a very important point, then they will start asking you maybe more about it. Everyone loves good feedback, and everyone loves good stories. Keep it personal. That's very important. Always keep things personal. So do we have any questions? Any more questions on this? Is it a little bit more clear? Praveen, yes?
Yeah, that's very clear. Thanks. I just wanted to, just one more thing about, that was a good point about people's names. Can you put, in general, can you put just, I think, because I've seen it done elsewhere, you put a first name and maybe their line of work. Is that okay?
So again, you need to have their permission.
Yeah.
So before publishing anything, and this is why I mentioned before we started this group task, I did mention that Smile, you are now recorded. So you'll always have to make people aware whether you're going to share. You have to have their consent.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Whether it's their name, whether it's their position, whether it's their picture or their video, you always have to have their consent. And I would actually add this consent into your client safety terms. For example, Praveen, for your sessions, just make sure you add a line, maybe saying that you might use their testimonial as a way to market your classes.
Gotcha.
For example, always ask permission.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot.
It's very important. Some people who attend your sessions, your classes, or even clients of yours who attend your programs, I'm thinking you, Vivian, and Caris, or Nina, might not be happy for the public to know that they are on your programs. So they might feel shy, they might feel conscious and might not want to the family members or friends to know they are on your programs. The way around it is to keep it anonymous, ask them permission to share their testimonial anonymously. So you can add, you can ask them, are you happy for me to share, for example, the industry you're in or something? Go find a way around it. So it's 2:37. That's all we have time for today. Can we please make sure that we work at least on five of the ones that you have written down for next week? That's your goal. We will not come back on this next week. We will move on next week to a new task. So this is your group task for this week, to contact at least 5 people to get and start collecting reviews. Few other things I want to mention. It does not matter if you do not have a website yet. It does not matter if your Facebook page is not 100% ready. It does not matter if you're not 100% sure on your business strategy. It doesn't matter. Just get started, start delivering your work, start collecting. This is very important because it's a circle. As you get more testimonials, you will bring awareness to your work and to your brand, and in turn you might get more people interested in what you do. So start doing it now. There's always something. Business is a living entity. It's always in progress, like everything and everyone. So you're always working on it, and that's the first step that we're taking now. I think And one last thing I want to share, one last tip before we go is if you don't get a reply the first time round, keep asking, not the next day, give it a few days, but go back to the person in 2-3 days time and ask them again. Don't feel shy. Everyone is busy and it's okay. People forget, people have things to do. So just keep asking them. Don't be a pain every other day. Be respectful of their time, but don't feel shy of asking them again. Earlier, I couldn't find Sangeeta's review, and it happened that it hadn't worked. So she thought she had done it, but it hadn't happened. So I contacted her back, and she confirmed. Anyway, we had a conversation. So the important thing is to keep following up, and this is why it's very important to work with a paper. You've got the names, you've sent them once. Follow it up. Make sense? Yes.
Lovely.
Don't be shy to follow up, and please keep it personal. Don't send individually to people. Address them with their names and try to tweak the message. Try to tweak the message of you asking them. Obviously if they're more family, friends, make it personal. If they're more customers, clients, keep it a little bit more professional. But share your voice. Use your voice. Let me get rid of this sharing. Stop sharing. And let me unmute everyone. Yes, Vivienne?
Just a quick thing. I don't know if everyone's aware because I've set up my Google business page.
Yes.
You have to wait for them to verify your address.
Yes, so
they said 4 days, but I reckon it could take longer at the moment.
So I have shared this in the email that I've sent.
Okay.
There's a video link in the email where I have attached the template, and it explains to you step by step how to do that. You're absolutely right, Vivienne. You will get in the post a number, and it tells you what to do. Sign into your Google account and enter the verification code. So yes, you just have to fill out the information online. It takes a few days, probably a bit longer right now. And then you're verified and you have your Google business online. Voila, simple.
And does your video, does it cover where to find the page for Trustpilot? So I set up Trustpilot and I haven't explored it yet, but presumably you have to go to the right place in order to send the link so that they get to the right place to do the review.
Say that again, Vivienne. I heard Trustpilot.
When I'm in Trustpilot, I have to find the right section for them, but Trustpilot knows that I'm signing in as me. So is it easy to find the place that I can send the link which takes them right to where they need to be?
Yes, I'll send an email with that.
Well, I'll have a go and find it, and then I'll share it to save you doing it. But I just wondered how easy it was because I didn't find it straight away.
Yes, it's not the easiest thing, but there's a way to find it. Yes.
Okay.
Have a little play. Have a little look around. If you get stuck, just message me in the group, and I'll post it for everyone to see on the group. Okay. And if you found it before, please share it.
Yeah.
It's a group work.
Exactly.
All right. Well done. Thank you, Sangeeta, for joining us today. Praveen, thank you. Thank you. Nina, thank you for joining us. Vivienne.
Really lovely. Thank you.
And Caris, please do your homework, at least 5. Okay?
Being back at school again.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And
thanks, everyone.
I will see Praveen tonight with Caris and Nina probably. Praveen.
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
Praveen on Friday Qigong.
Yes.
Sangeeta, Vivienne at the Gaia Network. We have a Gaia Network event tomorrow. I will share that as well. And Sangeeta, when's the next art workshop?
I haven't planned it yet. It might be not this Saturday, but the next Saturday.
Okay, all right. So let's share all this in the limitless. Let me type it up here. Limit.
I asked for a link, didn't I, Ariane, to get onto your.
You've been approved.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I feel like an alien. So I'm working it all out.
Limitless small business owners. Okay, I've just shared the name of the group. Please share your links in there. You're good to do that there.
That's on Facebook, yeah?
Facebook.
Okay.
Sarah, I'm sorry, I spoke about various
No, it's because I'm I get a bit slow sometimes.
No, I did talk about loads of different platforms, so it's not you. Well done, everyone. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Brilliant.
And good luck with your reviews. Please answer mine, okay?
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Stay Sangeeta. Take care. Bye, Vivian. Bye, Nina.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Oh, Vivian. Oh,
Yeah, we'll get in touch.
yeah, we'll chat on Messenger.
Messenger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
do.
send you a message.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Caris.
Bye, Ariane.
Bye-bye.